Hi students, welcome to KSM classes. Today we will discuss a few problems on mean value theorems. Now the first problem is let f 0, 1 to r be a differentiable function with a non-increasing derivative such that f of 0 equal to 0, f dash 1 greater than 0. Then these are the options. It's a multiple option question, that is it has more than one solution. Now let us look into the solution. It is given that f 0, 1 to r be a differentiable function with a non-increasing derivative. Whenever it is said to be differentiable on closure 0, 1, it is continuous on closure 0, 1 and also differentiable. Now by the Lagrange's mean value theorem, Lagrange's mean value theorem, a function f is continuous on closed a comma b and differentiable on open a comma b, then there exists at least one c, belongs to a comma b such that f dash c equal to f of b minus f of a by b minus a. Now using the Lagrange's mean value theorem on 0, 1 here, by the definition, it being differentiable, it is also continuous. Therefore, there exists at least one c, that is then f dash c equal to f of b, f of 1 minus f of 0 by 1 minus 0. It is already given that f of 0 equal to 0. It implies f dash c equal to f of 1. You can call it as the first equation. It is given that f has a non-increasing derivative. So it is given that the function is f has non-increasing derivative, implies f dash is a non-increasing function, implies c less than 1, implies f dash c greater than f dash 1. Now f dash 1 is given to be greater than 0. Here you can also take greater than or equal to. So f dash 1 greater than 0 implies this is greater than 0. Implies f dash c greater than 0 for all c belongs to 0, 1 open. So here this is the option. So by the definition we have taken like this. Here also we can write c belongs to 0, 1. So second option is correct. Now from the first condition, f of 1 is equal to f dash c, and f dash c is greater than or equal to f dash 1, implies f of 1 is greater than or equal to f dash 1. The first option is also correct. The second question is, let fx is equal to x minus a into x minus b into x minus c, a less than b less than c. Show that f dash x equal to 0 has two roots, one belonging to a comma b and other belonging to b comma c. Now let us look into the solution here. Here fx is a cubic polynomial. Fx is a cubic polynomial, it is continuous and differentiable everywhere. F of A is equal to 0, f of B is equal to 0 and f of C equal to 0. Now implies f of A is equal to f of B. Now we can say that fx is a cubic polynomial, it is continuous and differentiable everywhere. That means it is continuous and differentiable on a comma b interval. Therefore, by Rolle's mean value theorem, if a function f is continuous, on closed a comma b and differentiable on open a comma b and f of A is equal to f of B, then there exists at least one C belongs to A comma B such that f dash C is equal to 0. Now here, applying the Rolle's theorem, it is continuous and differentiable everywhere. That means it is continuous and differentiable on the interval a comma b and f of a equal to f of b. Therefore, by Rolle's mean value theorem, there exists at least one k1 in a comma b such that f dash k1 is equal to 0. Implies f dash x is equal to 0, or otherwise we will leave it here and we will look into the second condition. 1 k1 belongs to it. Now the second condition is here f of b is equal to f of c. F of b equal to f of c. Therefore, it implies that by Rolle's mean value theorem, there exists at least one k2 belongs to b comma c such that f dash k2 is equal to 0. F dash k2 is equal to 0. So now here f being a polynomial of third degree or a cubic polynomial, here f dash x is a quadratic polynomial which possess exactly two roots. Therefore, f dash x is equal to is a quadratic polynomial which possesses exactly f dash x is equal to 0 is a quadratic polynomial equation which possesses exactly two roots. Therefore, f dash x equal to 0 has exactly one root in a comma b and exactly one root in b comma c. The next problem. The maximum possible integral value of beta minus alpha by tan inverse beta minus tan inverse alpha where 0 less than alpha less than beta less than root 3 is. For this, we'll consider, suppose fx is equal to tan inverse x. This function is continuous as well as differentiable in 0 comma root 3. Is continuous on 0 comma root 3 and differentiable on 0 comma root 3. Since alpha comma beta being a subset of 0 comma root 3, so f is continuous on alpha comma beta and differentiable on alpha comma beta. By Lagrange's mean value theorem, there exists C belongs to alpha comma beta such that f dash C is equal to f of beta minus f of alpha by beta minus alpha. F dash x is 1 by 1 plus x square. So this is 1 by 1 plus c square equal to f of beta is tan inverse beta minus tan inverse alpha by beta minus alpha. You can also consider its reciprocal, implies beta minus alpha by tan inverse beta minus tan inverse alpha is equal to 1 plus c square. Now here, since 0 less than c less than root 3 implies 0 less than c square less than 3 implies 1 less than 1 plus c square less than 4. So here it is 1 plus c square, the maximum possible integral value. So it is less than 4. So this is therefore it implies 1 less than beta minus alpha by tan inverse beta minus tan inverse alpha less than 4. Therefore, maximum integral value of beta minus alpha by tan inverse beta minus tan inverse alpha is equal to 3.